Hey everybody, my name is Tim and I would like to talk to you today about Vox Pupuli, the community behind Puppet. First off, a short introduction. I go by Freak on the internet. I'm a DevOps engineer currently working for GoDaddy EMEA. I'm using Puppet since around 2012 and I'm active in the community since around 2015. What is Vox Pupuli? So we are a community that maintains many Puppet modules. Back at the last PuppetConf, we had 88 modules released on our Puppet Forge account. At the moment, we have 105 modules. So the number is constantly growing. We are a community that is very helpful and polite to each other. We are distributed around the globe, so almost 24/7 somebody is available on our IRC channel and is open to respond to any questions or provide feedback to issues or pull requests. We are very open-minded to new people and new technology, and our goal is to provide a home for ROF and Puppet modules. Often a user has a specific use case that he would like to automate and he checks out the Puppet Forge for a suitable module and you find something, but the module is quite old. It didn't get much attention in the past year, for example. And in those cases, the people can head out to us and ask us if we can provide some help here, and we try to get in touch with the developer. And in most situations, we are able to migrate the module into our own namespace and continue the development. Not only do we want to unite all the old modules and give them some love and attention, we also want to unite all the developers of those tools and of those modules. And together we form a collective. And as a collective, we want to ensure a continued development of our code. And this is working quite well at the moment. Every time somebody does a talk about Vox Pupuli, there is a mention about the number of people that have merge access. Back in 2016, we had the first presentation and we had 80 people with merge access in our GitHub organization, merge access to all of our modules. At the moment, we have 124 people, so also this number is constantly growing. Only a few people, I think 3 to 5, are working at Puppet Inc., so we're independent from the company and don't rely on their engineers. Most of our people contribute in their free time and work for different companies. Who are our contributors and our users? So most of them are system administrators working in a company and they maintain the whole Puppet stack. Often this is a single person or a small team with 2 to 3 people, and they don't have enough time to update the infrastructure on a regular basis, so many of them still rely on old Puppet versions or old Ruby versions, which we don't support anymore. Those people are always very good at writing the actual Puppet code, but they are not used to deal with Git, for example. They don't know how to write a proper Git commit message to explain what the code does, because in their company, they also use Git very often, but nobody reads their commits and the messages. So this is something that they need to learn. In an open source community, there is always much feedback in a pull request, and the contributors need to be able to express what the code does. Also, we require tests for changes, and sadly, most people don't write tests in their company as well. So this is also something that the people have to learn. Our intention back in the day was to create a collective of people that maintains modules, because we noticed that maintaining a module on your own is pretty hard. Not because of the actual language Puppet, this is quite easy, but all the related stuff is so time consuming, complicated. The best practices for the code are changing so fast, and also there are so many dependencies to different Ruby gems and other modules that you need to keep track on. And also sometimes you would like to go on vacation, or you switch jobs and lose interest, and you don't have the time anymore to maintain this on your own and alone. So we thought it's a good idea to create a group of people and distribute the workload on all of them, and this is working out quite well. Rubocop is a linter for Ruby files, which we use in our modules to ensure a consistent style. And it is so picky, that's why it's listed twice. It's twice the pain than everything else. And this is really nothing a single person should deal with. In our organization, we have a small group which is called the PMC. This is the Project Management Committee, and it's based on the OpenStack governance model. The PMC people enforce our code of conduct and tries to bring the organization into the Software Freedom Conservancy. This would allow us to be a legal entity and to get donations from other people. The PMC is elected every year and contains always 5 people. The other big group are our collaborators. They mostly review pull requests and issues, and often have to explain why we don't support older Ruby versions or older Puppet versions anymore, and why the modules don't work on those platforms. And also very often explain Git and how to rebase and how to write commit messages. And we have an automated release process to bring new versions of a module onto the Puppet Forge. Every of our 124 collaborators is able to kick off the release process for all of our 105 modules. So we are very flexible and agile here to do new releases. Our IRC channel is basically the place to be if you would like to be informed about broken Puppet modules. Very often it happens that standard lib is broken or gets a breaking change, sometimes by intention, sometimes not. And we have so many modules with so many dependencies, and we get so many contributions that we have a huge test matrix that runs very often. So we are probably the first community that notices such failures. And if you monitor our IRC channel and you see that several people are popping in a few minutes, you should start reading the messages, because probably something is broken. I myself broke the systemd module from the camp-to-camp people with a breaking change, so I'm sorry for this, but this is also something that our community notices very early, and we provided patches to fix this. A short summary at the end. So we developed a lot of tooling and automation software, and we are very happy about this. And this is also required to scale at such a size with so many modules. We are the #1 account with the most modules on the Puppet Forge. But more important is that we have also great people, and no matter if you need some help with Puppet or any related tools, just hop on our IRC channel, give us a note, and we are happy to help out. Also, if you have an old module or if you find one, just ping us and maybe we can migrate it to us. And if you have some domain-specific knowledge, we are always happy if you would like to join and help us out. There are many ways to contact us. I mentioned the IRC channel a few times, but we also have Slack now, and we have some email addresses where you can reach us.